What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for another week of Proto-GT in the Ford GT2. This week we are at Spa-Francorchamps, the historic or the classic Grand Prix, classic pits is what I'm trying to say. The classic pits version, so something a little bit different. Start finish line on the opposite side of where it normally is in the other two layouts. So it should be fun. Hopefully it's good. 30-minute race as usual. Thankfully, we do have two other Fords with us. One of them is Steve, who has very graciously joined me for this. So big thanks, Steve. Appreciate you. And hopefully we can get a nice 1-2 finish for the crew here and beat car number 7 between us. We'll see how this goes. And I don't know, clubbing seals at the 30-second mark. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so we'll see how this goes. Should be a lot of fun.
Nice to see more Fords than GT1s.
Yes, it is. Anyways, like I said, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's fun. Sebring, I felt really good, very comfortable last week. I feel very good and comfortable again this week. So hopefully we can keep up the good momentum and a good start to the season here in GT2. I feel as comfortable as I've ever felt in this car right now. We're on a good groove, so should be good. Spencer is running PCC in Discord voice with us, as well as Rolo, but I think Rolo's AFK. So we'll see how this goes. I think Steve hasn't really talked either, but we'll hop back in Discord, get ready to rock and roll, and then we'll get on the grid. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you drop that like, sub down below, and you enjoy this, and let's get to it.
Good livery, Jackson. Obviously, it's common, but
it's really the only option, in my opinion.
your opinion is the right one, my friend. Although there was that black and gold Sirius XM one that was also very good.
Rain is gonna get heavier. Are you freaking kidding me?
It gets worse.
Bro, honestly, I was doing the 545 one, and I was thinking, God, this would be a cool livery.
Good luck, Seal Clubber.
So it's good to know. That
I don't even know what that means.
Noob Stomper.
Sorry, guys.
He's basically accusing you of doing a Talon.
See, I was running this race for the last hours. What is wrong with people?
Hey, Vincent, I just leave
I'm
a 5
cheating.
to 10 second gap. So you don't get into
I don't know how much gap to leave because there's only 2 GT1s and one of them's the one
so you
car,
know.
but whatever. I've never heard the term seal clubbing before. That's a new one.
It's actually a fairly old one. Just not.
I'm gonna agree with Steve on this one.
I've never. Is it basically smurfing essentially? Is that what
It's smurfing.
Never heard that before. What is it referencing? Like actual seals?
Clubbing seals. Clubbing baby seals.
What is clubbing baby seals?
It's unfortunately exactly what it sounds like.
Well, that sounds okay. I mean, whatever. Besides, this guy wasn't registered when I registered, so I don't know how that's my fault. But and by waiting until there were no people to join and joining, doesn't that make him just a scrub? Anyways, I digress. Hopefully it's fun.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hopefully I get a nice chance on one of these long straightaways to discuss the existential crisis I had today. It's all good. No idea where it's going to start us since it's classic pits, but whatever.
Oh my gosh, it actually is more wet. Oh, buddy.
I'm liking the sound effects though. This might be excessive. I also don't want to like speed up at this point, so.
Gosh. Oh my crap. feel like MTJ at Coda. I'm about to frickin' get run over because nobody can see.
I was gonna say what he was clenching, or I don't understand.
Dude, do you remember that his car is getting launched
Yeah,
that
that's the
first year they went to
right,
Coda? Yeah. So there's a BMW behind me, and I doubt that he can see anything but just spray. I've also watched this exact same BMW come up behind me more than once and then peel off like a frickin' Blue Angels jet into the oblivion.
Sounds legit.
We were both off. He kind of went to pass me, but the only place that I could go was into a puddle, and there's no grip in a puddle.
Yeah, I can imagine. This corner is so bumpy. Oh, it's so bad through there for no reason. Cracking 5 downshifts in this thing for the chicane makes me feel like a badass.
Buddy. He got mad at me for quote unquote being in the racing line. And then he subsequently, very next lap, without me next to him this time, which I never wanted to be to begin with, but he decided to pass me right there, went off in the same place by himself, even worse than when I was next to him.
Sounds legit.
So, look, I get it. I'm a slower class and a lap behind him, and I'm in his way, in his mind. But I had nowhere to go. I was gonna take the other line, and you kind of came around, so I mean, I'm not sure what my alternative opportunity was.
My favorite part of people like that is that they're essentially implying that it would somehow be better or less worse, in another word, if you were on a different line, unpredictably.
Right, yeah.
Oh my god, so bad through there. Jeez.
Like, I'm not the most experienced person at multi-class. I will admit that right away. That's also why I'm here. I'm trying to learn, and it happens to be extraordinarily wet.
Well, it's D-class, that's what it's for.
Yeah, well, apparently not to this guy.
Oh. Was it Ben Hall? Be a very Ben Hall thing to say.
Hey, look at that! Somebody I can pass! Try to track this guy down. That debris flag threw me for a loop for a second.
If you see it out of the corner of your eye, it looks like a yellow flag, and that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, they should make it orange. I mean, purple. It is orange.
It's actually yellow and red, so it's only orange if you're somehow blending those together in your eyeballs. But
Which you do from the corner of your eye.
I can see that.
It's legit.
I actually don't hate this. I just am very, like, it's something I'd have to get used to.
I can imagine that. Ooh, Justin.
Minute and 30 seconds left.
Popsicle sticks. Let me know when you're done. I'll tell you about my existential crisis.
I'm good. Is this a comedic existential crisis or like a legit existential crisis?
Like, honestly, a little bit of both. Like, it's funny because it's not serious, but it does make you think. So,
Ruh-roh. Okay, thank you.
yeah, nothing too deep and dark, but like just food for thought.
That's fair. That's spicy. Your car is so much faster than his. Please go past him. Last lap. I spun myself in the last lap, but so did the
Oh,
guy I
no.
was racing, totally separately. So we had this nice little synchronized pirouette, and then I got the position.
Win-win. Sounds like an entertaining race.
Entertaining, yes. Oh, buddy. Alright. That's the thing.
Hold on, Jackson.
Yeah, that was okay, wasn't it?
You look very flighty.
Nice lap, Steve.
It was almost my last lap.
That bad?
That freaking bump. I hit it wrong because I was too close to the guy in front, so I got arrow pushed and then hit it wrong again.
Ah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. That corner's pretty off. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm just watching the replay. Alright. That wasn't good for ratings, but I mean, I broke even on iRating basically. I lost a little bit of safety. Yeah, cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it actually was kind of fun.
Good.
I need more practice, but admittedly, I've done so little sports cars since the rain situation to begin with that I totally forgot that rain was a thing. And we got to the race. I'm like, oh, that's possible. Crap.
To be fair, compared to your very first rain race, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it's true. Then again, comparing that to my first rain race is probably like the common cold to tuberculosis, so you know.
True.
Alright. Well, I had fun, and I would like to continue hanging out, but I told some guys that I would play Civ with them, so I'm gonna go play Civ with them.
Alright, have fun.
Good luck.
Enjoy.
See ya.
And in the middle of all that, I grabbed the wrong gear and lost 3 seconds.
Is that what happened? I thought you got killed by the HPD.
Oh no, if I grabbed the right gear, I would have been killed by the HPD.
Yeah, he actually showed me patience at Blanchimont, which I was not expecting because he's not usually a patient guy. Just got a slippery surface flag for about 1/10 of a second and then got to a corner that was completely covered in dirt, so I don't know what that's about.
Yep, got the same signal.
is looking good. Once again, we're in a field of 3.
It will still count as a podium on the record.
True. For the 3 car, this guy has no patience. He'd rather pass me off track than let me follow the racing line.
Probably annoyed because I got into the marbles down here and he decided to use the racing line, which meant I was right in front of him for an entire sequence of corners.
Oh my god, how dare we in multi-class?
Yes. How dare there be a sequence of corners where there's only really one groove through it?
Senna could never. It's pretty blind up Radion with that sun glare right now.
Wonder if that was my fault.
Honda killed himself.
Yeah, the one in P5.
They didn't say anything about it yet. This is a good sign. Popsicle sticks. Alright, credit one bank. One more time to not die through Eau Rouge and Radion. Whoop. Oh, what a terrible move by that guy. Jesus. Need that part of the racetrack to keep from killing myself, man. Yikes. Drove that. Not dead. Okay. Show your shit, dumbass. Great race, everyone. That was tons of fun.
Take a break. Yeah, for those that are new here, this is official season scores are set up for all 4 cars and they're competitive every week for free. Join up.
I appreciate you doing that with me, Steve. That was fun.
Yeah, I just wish I could have passed that guy.
Yeah, it seems like every time you got to him, you had traffic or a slide or whatever, and couldn't get closer in 3/10. Maybe that was his plan.
Every time I got close to him, it's because I was carrying too much speed, and every time I carried too much speed, the brakes would lock up.
That's fair.
And then on the last lap, I suddenly could carry the speed, and I got caught out by the bump. And he was very obviously not going at full attack, so it wouldn't have mattered. As soon as I would have gotten near him, he would have turned it on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh well.
Just catching up on the chat now. Can anybody, if anybody's still here with a mic, seal clubber?
Apparently, it's an old person thing, according to my teammate. Um, I don't know what that means. Apparently, it means I'm a Smurf.
That's just dumb. Sounds like somebody that's upset that they're slow.
Well, it's funny because I've raced with him numerous times before and never gotten that. And I was planning on running this race, but I wasn't going to run if no other Fords were in it, and then decided to do it. And he was essentially doing the same thing by joining with 30 seconds left. So I don't know, but whatever. It'll make a good thumbnail.
Without a doubt, my friend. I just dropped you a subscribe. I also post like some of my GT4 stuff. I did like M4 GT4, the Empower Tour. Posted some races of that, but I'm gonna check you out on your YouTube if you ever post any races with this. It's good stuff.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This will probably be a Monday video, but I'll go drop you a sub right now.
Appreciate it, my friend. I'll definitely take a look at it. Looks like you got some other cool stuff. cool Camaro as well. Which generation is that?
6th Gen 2018 V6 RS. All right, I should end this
Hell yeah,
video.
into a stick.
All right, I will end this video before I get back to him. I'll be right back, Steve.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks to Jack for the sub. I appreciate it and the kind words. Yes, I do love my car very much. Again, track day content coming up. Good plug there.
Is it a stick, Justin?
No, it's auto. I got auto because I'm the only person in my family that can drive a stick. That's backwards logic, but it's fine.
As a smart man, my friend, I totally understand the choice. I just my next car is going to be a manual, so I always like to start it with that. But there's absolutely no judgment in going for an auto. I totally get it. It's a great car, my friend. Great car.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, I got it when I got for my half birthday when I turned 24, and like in hindsight, I could have gotten a stick, but it's my only car and it has to do Wisconsin winters, and that sounded like no fun.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm actually 25 myself, so it seems like we're probably in a similar boat. I'm looking into getting a first gen BRZ, and I'm in Connecticut, so it's similar, but I'm still going for the manual because I live within an hour of Lime Rock, so I'm hoping to get it on track there at some point.
That's fair. Yeah, I took it to Road America this last year and was just completely outgunned by everything, so I'm going to try some autocross this year is the hope.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, for me, I love being competitive on the sim, but when it comes down the track, I feel like I'm just looking forward to getting out there and just having fun doing it. I'm not worried about being fast, but I mean, hey, man, you do you, enjoy yourself, and that's all that matters.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yes, sir. Well, you and Jackson just left. I was going to wish him to have a good night, but you have a good night, my friend, and hopefully we'll see you in some races in the future.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So, thanks to that, Jack. Seems like a really nice guy. So I will, hopefully, I'll find his channel. I'll drop it in the description. Otherwise, Jack, if you watch this, drop your channel and obviously comment down below, and then people go check him out. Obviously, sounds like he does a lot of good racing and seems like a nice guy. So that was good fun. Apparently, I'm the #1 seal clubber. I still don't really know what that means. I've never heard that term before, but apparently it's a one for Steven age people, and I think Steve is like 35. He's probably 10 years older than I am or so. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. Thanks again. Huge thanks to Steve for joining me for that. It's good to see him on track. I haven't gotten to race with any of the friends in a little while, and he's a really, really great guy. So appreciate him for that. Good to get the victory. I just glanced over the results there real quickly while I was going through all that. We did get 25 ironing out of it, so back over the 4K, which is great. We ran the best lap in class, I think, actually. Yes, we did. Another 0x race is phenomenal. Very, very happy with that. That's wonderful news. I'm in a really good groove to start the season in this car. I don't know what it is exactly, but I just feel like I'm very, very in tune with what this car needs. I've tried something slightly different with the sets for the season 2 here in Sebring compared to what I built for last season when I first learned the car and first got the car and drove the car. And very, very happy with how they've turned out and how they're reacting and how they're feeling. It's not quite perfect yet, as you can see over some of the big bumps. It's still a little bit squirmy, but that's okay. We'll keep working on that. So hopefully it's fun. Hope you all again are having a great Monday. Appreciate you all so much. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Give Steven a good race in the comments down below, and of course sub to Jack if he can put his channel down below if I don't remember that when I get around to this. But yeah, good race. Good to be again back in Proto-GT. Not sure exactly. I'm going to buy one in the next couple of weeks. I don't have any like the next 4 weeks. I mentioned that in my preseason video, but I'm going to buy one of them so I can have 8 weeks and run for points or run for participation, whatever. So that'll be on the cards at some point. I just got to figure out which one I want to get, and we'll go from there. So appreciate you all so much. Trying to think of what else I could do. I'll use this to plug my Camaro Bluey. We got track day stuff and Camaro content and autocross stuff coming up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, in the next couple of months. If there were warms up here and the snow ever melts, that's a big if. But hopefully it goes well and hopefully it's good. So yeah, just appreciate you all so much. You all are so wonderful. So thank you all for the love and support. It means the world to me. It really does. And we'll move on to what's next. So till next time, as always, bye.